Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Let's just have a scout around. Data points or some resources. Oh, both.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years.
Oof.
There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will.
Don't like
You
Travis.
what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end.
She does like
Food for
sound like
thought,
Soma,
honey.
yeah.
This sucks forever.
The one that helped us
Not
through.
forever. Just the rest of your life.
Yeah, passing the time archiving porn. Yeah, I don't like him.
Mind your footing.
I mean, each to their own, but he's tasked with essentially saving the planet. So, you know, get to it. Jeez. When he said it'll give us the power to defeat Gaia, I hope he means that it'll just enable power to defeat Hades. It'll be that we get Gaia to defeat Hades, not that we have to fight him. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to fight him. We'll see. I'm all for a boss fight, but
Guess that's my way across.
I have limits. I don't want to fight a big robot octopus. I can't get up there. Yes, I can. Any more loot? Ooh. Power
Keep
cell.
finding these power cells. What do they do?
What do they do? They give us some armor. Whoops. Oh. What? I don't get it. You can't help but imagine this game with Death Stranding physics. It's a lot like Death Stranding in some ways. I still remember crying at the end of Death Stranding. I'm not sure how I feel about that now. It was a good game though. I enjoyed it. Let's not use the zip lines again.
Glad that's over.
Me too. what's... Nothing. Oh! Very graceful, Aloy. Very graceful.
This way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Further up the shaft? What shaft? This shaft? Was there a triangle thing there? Oh, it's to drop down. Let's just have a look back here. Yeah, there's nothing.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of
Shamanistic?
shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders and lottery winners and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific, and none of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp for the long-held breath.
That's so
Before
sad.
I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself, to a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Paik I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think.
Elizabeth's room.
Oh,
I know it.
whoops.
She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow.
Sobek journals. File damage under repair.
To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Well, that's ominous. What's the betting that we stop Hades, regenerate Gaia, and then her journal will say something like, "Oh, don't do that. Gaia's broken and evil."
Elizabeth. What is this?
You was thinking the same thing? Yeah.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed
Could
through.
happen.
Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Essentially
I'm not
killed
going
himself,
out
right?
there. Now, what I signed up for?
Yeah, of course,
Either we
Travis.
send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll
She
find a
killed
way
herself.
to bring it back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That
Yeah.
was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
That sucks. We got a delivery in the boxes, bashed it. Really? Was it some sort of food item? Poor Elizabeth, but she couldn't really live with herself if she let someone else take the fall, I don't think.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna
Are
hear
those
this.
flowers?
That's not the point.
Yeah.
You,
Oh,
you got to
disposable
put
gloves.
the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
They kind of look like pills from far away.
Look, Liz. You're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this
yeah, I think you're
monument
right, yeah.
Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Although they could do it like, have you ever seen iRobot, where the guy had to kill him? Actually, I'm not going to spoil it, but basically she could do it so she had to do that to save Gaia, but only because Gaia was watching her. But Gaia's really evil, but maybe it's a stretch. I'm not sure.
Aloy?
Oops.
She's gone.
Never mind.
Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Stop acting like a machine. Ooh. Maybe Gaia was the only way to save humanity, but she knew Gaia would also go too far once things were stable again. Maybe she had to. Don't be so meta. Yeah, silence is weird. Maybe she knew the only way to save Gaia and the only way to save Zero Dawn was to deploy Gaia, knowing she would be broken because Hades would be deployed at the same time, and Hades would take over and make something of what she built. But maybe not. Stop acting like
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical.
The
It was
Asimov
a
book.
rational choice.
I haven't read all of it,
based
no.
on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness.
They are awkward expressions, yeah.
If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think... Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Unson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can you do?
What was the book called?
What are we gonna plug
I don't
into their
remember.
heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know why she needed Ted so much. What was his speciality? Being a dick? Several shorter stories. Okay. You think Ted was the... Ted Farrow was. Travis wasn't, was he? What was Travis's speciality? Or was... I think they're two separate guys, aren't they?
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
They're similar characters.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Oh. That was lucky. You're suddenly confused? Yeah, so Ted was the guy who owned Farrow. Travis was one of the head scientists. But I think you're right. I think Ted was the head of the Hades project. But there was similar characters. They're very similar characters. They're both creeps. In one of the stories, some robots on a moon created their own religion, and no matter what the humans tried, robots found a way to explain it through their beliefs. Really? My dad really enjoys the Asimov books. He always tried to get me to read them, but I never got around to it. I should probably read them. They're very good. So I've been told.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke.
Uh-oh.
Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Yeah.
Continue.
Right, can I make that jump? Nope. That was an odd death noise for falling off a cliff. They worshipped the machine that was creating them on the moon. Ah. This is pretty cool. What the hell is this? Is this the same game? I don't remember that one. Yeah, should have done.